Your life-changing journey begins with the vision of who you wish to become. Who is it that you really want to be?
Have you ever pondered the concept of time travel, but with aging? Allow me to introduce you to Harrah Brown, the amazing 65-year-old who looks decades younger and has reformed the life she's been living through tenacious intent and healthy living. Her story is truly inspiring in the way that it shows you never know when it's too late to take charge of your health or redefine just what it means to age gracefully. It was a change in stride for lifelong resident Harrah Brown when she was faced with the most inconspicuous of moments, a seemingly ordinary walk with her cherished Great Dane Baron. But this walk would turn out to be anything but ordinary. While walking with Baron, the formidable 185-pound companion, something unexpected happened. Baron, in his playful strength, pulled Harrah along for approximately 5 feet, leaving her bruised, sore, and confined to bed for 3 days. It was during this recuperation period that Harrah experienced a revelation that was destined to change the course of her life. She realized that it was time for her to start putting herself first. It could have been easy for Harrah to dismiss the incident as a sign of aging when she was 61 years old. Instead, she heard it as a clarion call. She recognized that failure to take care of herself would only make her more susceptible. Therefore, Harrah decided that it was time to build strength, not just in her body, but in her heart and mind. This was not merely about rising again after a tumble. It was about reclaiming oneself in the face of life's trials. At that moment, Harrah was also contending with the remnants of a painful breakup. She felt fragile, weak, and utterly exhausted emotionally, uncertain of the path her life would take. The mingling of physical agony from her fall and the heartache from her separation rendered her feeling adrift. When Harrah Brown made the decision to take control of her life, she understood that she needed something that would not only fortify her body, but also rejuvenate her spirit. That was when weightlifting stepped into her life. It sounds unbelievable when someone, particularly at the age of 60, decides to embark on a weightlifting journey. For Harrah, though, it proved to be precisely what she needed. After the fall with the Great Dane, she learned that developing muscular strength was necessary for gaining back her individuality and confidence. It wasn't about just lifting weights. It was about raising herself off the floor of a life characterized by emotional and physical weakness. Before we move on, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. Imagine what we could accomplish if everyone subscribed. The only thing Harrah did not know was how to weightlift, but that did not prevent her. She sought a trainer capable of imparting the fundamentals, someone who would guide her patiently through each step of the process. The gym transformed into her sanctuary, a haven where she could concentrate on herself and her aspirations. 3 days a week, at 6:30 in the morning, Harrah was found at the gym, lifting weights with determination. It was certainly far from easy at the outset. There were times when she was overwhelmed by the unfamiliar equipment and lacked confidence in her ability to keep up. Still, Harrah persisted. She realized that this was her road to regain strength, both inside and out. Her muscles began to define, her posture began to straighten, and she started to walk her head held high. However, the change was not just in the physical. The structure and routine of lifting weights 3 times a week presented a new sense of meaning for Harrah. It felt like each rep, each set, was reforming her from within. She was not merely building her muscles, she was fortifying her resolve, enhancing her confidence, and transforming her outlook on life. The consistency of her workouts proved pivotal to her transformation. She devoted herself to her routine, allowing Harrah to see steady progress that only fueled the motivation needed to persevere. Those 6:30 a.m. sessions became an indispensable part of her life, a ritual that grounded her for the day ahead. This dedication made not only retain her youth, but renewed life in the spirit as well. Harrah's duty to weightlifting taught her that one is never too old to start a new journey, and the benefits of physical fitness far exceed the boundaries of the body. They seep into every aspect of life, empowering feelings of strength, confidence, and true energy.
I'm in the gym 6:30 a.m., 3 days a week, lifting weights, okay? So that is one thing that has been paramount in my life. It has given me energy and strength and confidence.
To begin with, Harrah Brown had not the slightest notion how that single resolution she decided to hit the gym would change every aspect of her life. What was initially a fairly simple decision to hit the gym for weightlifting soon transformed into full-fledged lifestyle transformation. You see, when you begin to nurture one aspect of your health, it's almost as if a domino effect is set in motion. One positive change effortlessly leads to another, and before you realize it, your whole life appears transformed, improved. For Harrah, it all started by waking up early and going to the gym. She had to go to bed earlier so that she was certainly awake and ready for her 6:30 a.m. workouts. This was not merely a matter of setting an alarm. It entailed the creation of a bedtime routine that enabled her to secure the rest she required. She grew resolute in her commitment to achieving 8 hours of sleep, realizing that rest held equal significance to the workout itself. As her sleep improved, so did her energy levels, and with this newfound vitality, she discovered that she was not merely enduring her days, but genuinely flourishing. As Harrah physically grew stronger, she became much more attentive to the substances she was allowing into her body. She realized to maintain this new workout regimen, she needed to feed herself the right nutrients in order to do so. Therefore, her diet changed into something encompassing nutrient density, reliant, whole foods, lean proteins, and tons of vegetables. Gone were the nachos and chips for dinner. Instead, she began to enjoy meals that were nourishing for her body and supportive of reaching her fitness goals. Harrah also reduced her alcohol intake, realizing that drinking the night before the workout would leave her feeling sluggish and less motivated. Reducing alcohol, however, meant even more benefit: clearer skin, better sleep, and a sharper mind. The ripple effect was not limited to sleep and diet. As the body began to grow stronger, the confidence grew as well. She started walking taller, literally, but even figuratively. She was filled with a growing sense of confidence as she daily stuck to her routine. She became more assertive in decision-making, more resilient when faced with adversities, and much more confident about her future.
And what happens is this ripple effect starts to create a lifestyle change. Now I'm working out 3 times a week. I walk regularly, okay? Hormones, I do take bioidentical hormones, and I take them in a cream form, and then I take a pill form of progesterone at night.
Harrah frequently contemplates how a single, seemingly minor decision, choosing to begin lifting weights, triggered an avalanche of beneficial habits that ultimately reshaped her entire existence. Harrah Brown embraces a philosophy of nutrition centered on balance and nourishing her body for the long haul. Upon embarking on her fitness journey, she swiftly came to understand that her dietary choices significantly influence her feelings and performance, both within the gym and throughout her daily life. Committed to a nutrient-dense diet, Harrah concentrates on consuming foods rich in the essential vitamins and minerals vital for her body, particularly as she navigates the passage of time. Protein plays a significant role in her diet, as it aids in building and repairing muscles, bolsters her overall health, and ensures she feels full and satisfied. Her daily meals are uncomplicated, yet impactful. Each morning, she begins with a cup of coffee blended with a scoop of chocolate protein powder, creating a delightful mocha flavor that not only satisfies her taste buds, but also jumpstarts her protein intake for the day. She is a post-workout smoothie drinker, with a liking for chia seeds, flax seeds, and almond butter. For lunch, she will often eat a salad with some lean protein or tuna, on top of a wasa cracker with avocado slices. Dinner usually is some form of fish or chicken paired with a mix of vegetables.
And then things that I add into my diet, so for example, I have a protein smoothie every day. I add in, I'll have my protein powder in that, and then I'll also add in chia seed and flax seed. So those, have nutritional value as well. My diet is very nutrient dense.
She also operates on the 90-10 rule, where she puts 90% of her meals towards clean, healthy food, but gives herself the remaining 10%, whether it's a slice of pizza or that piece of cake on your birthday. Harrah Brown's fitness journey was much deeper than just physical power. It was a complete transformation of her mind and emotions. At first, Harrah had stepped into weightlifting when her muscles were not the only weak things she possessed. She was broken in confidence too. After a painful breakup that threw her life into disorientation, Harrah wandered the earth with her head hung low, and did not know how the world wanted her to fit in. She slowly started to find herself in small workouts. He noticed that right away. She pointed out that the trainer had taken from the very beginning to comment on how she walked with her head down. She never realized she was doing that. "You must hold your head up," he said. "Confidence begins with how you carry yourself." Such plain words struck a chord for Harrah. It wasn't just lifting weights, but living with a more elevated spirit. With every workout, she focused on her posture, standing a little taller and raising her head a little higher. Gradually, she began to feel that confidence seeping back into other aspects of her life. The exercise of weightlifting became a metaphor for Harrah's need to regain her self-esteem. As she did each repetition and series, she was not just building up her body, but regaining her sense of worth. The more she plunged into her fitness routine, the more she learned that she was strong enough to overcome the emotional blockages that had tormented her for long. Lifting those weights gave her physical strength to hold her head up, but it also helped her develop mental strength needed to face all the trials of life with extreme bravery. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.